All right, good afternoon, everyone. We're here to talk about one of our favorite topics, the Gasparilla festivities. Our plan is again this year to have very safe and successful events, again, where everybody goes home with a neck full of beads and has a wonderful time. We have been able to ensure the safety of all of these events with a number of outstanding community partners. So I want to introduce some of the ones that are here with us today. Our great friend Mary Ellen Elia, the superintendent from Hillsborough County Schools, a great partner as well from Tampa Preparatory School, the middle school director Joe Finland. We have Gina Firth from University of Tampa, who we work with on a regular basis. She's the Associate Dean of Wellness over there at University of Tampa. Ashley Carl, she's a Marketing and Public Relations Director for Hillsborough Community College. Gina Morales, who is Public Relations Manager for the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, which must be a great job. And Ellen Snelling, again, who works with us on a regular basis from the Tampa Alcohol Coalition. And our new partner this year, Andrea White from Bright House Networks. They're a great partner in a number of public service issues in the city of Tampa, but they're new working with us this year, and we're very, very thankful to have them on board. Bill Giesking couldn't be here from Pepin Distributors. He, every year we work hand in hand with them to make sure that this is a great event and that everyone acts responsibly at all of the Gasparilla. Daryl Stephanie, who actually puts the parades on, is standing in there working. He's too busy working to come on out. First and foremost, after the incident at the Boston Marathon, that in essence changed the landscape of any large-scale events that occur throughout the United States. And certainly we're very, very cognizant of that. I was lucky enough to be present in a very small briefing about what occurred at the Boston Marathon bombing from the Boston Police Commissioner, Ed Davis, in a matter of a couple of weeks after that event occurred, and heard firsthand how they responded, what worked, what didn't work. We also had members of the Massachusetts State Police come down and work with our department, again, reviewing their response to that incident, finding out what worked, what didn't work, and based upon that presentation, we did a tabletop exercise, a scenario-based tabletop exercise on how we would respond to such an incident. First and foremost, I want to assure everyone that there are no threats, there's no indication that we're going to have any problems whatsoever at any of the Gasparilla festivities, but again, we want to ensure that we are prepared. And the best way to prepare for that is prevention mode, to ensure that nothing happens at the parade. So some of the equipment and individuals that we have put in place this year to again ensure that it is a safe event. We have a series of cameras that will be going along the parade route, both the Children's Day Parade and the Ye Mystic Crew Day Parade. So those will be monitored on a continuous basis. We also have 2 of the skybox monitoring where we will put police officers, I call them cop in a box, where they're up high in the air and it gives the officers a view, of a large area of the parade. We're going to have our K9 units, bomb dogs that will be sweeping all of the floats. Everybody in the parade will be credentialed, and they have a series of rules that they have to abide by this year. We have broken the parade route down into divisions, and we will have response teams in each of those divisions in addition to the officers that we have working the security of the parade. And those teams will include EOD, K9, our SWAT team members, and intelligence officers. And they will be available in a small geographic area to respond to any suspicious packages, any calls that we may have. And we do feel that we will have more calls of suspicious behavior and suspicious packages because we put a great deal of effort into the See Something, Say Something associated with the parade. We did a PSA in conjunction with Ye Mystic Crew which is rather entertaining if you see it. It has the pirates acting out different scenarios of finding suspicious packages or unacceptable behavior and asking people to report that. We've put that out on the social media, and again with Bright House, our partners there, they have played that on their station as well. And this is the shameless plug for our Tampa app, Tampa Police Department app. We also have it on our app. So we ask everybody to download that app. It's an easy place that they can go to, not only to watch this public service announcement, but to also get information about the parade, some of the frequently asked questions that they will have, all of the information that they should need about the parade will be on our application prior to the parade beginning. So, with that said, every year a component of ensuring a safe event and a safe parade is the educational component, and that's what everybody here has assisted us in. We have made, Roy Paz and company have made over 31 presentations in schools to include University of Tampa, HCC, we've made presentation to MacDill Air Force Base, and a number of high schools in Hillsborough County, both public and private. We're very, very proud of the fact that we have made no arrests in years past from those schools where a presentation was made. So we do that every year, and we thank our partners very, very much for assisting us in that. We want to make sure it's a great event, and again, there's no problems whatsoever. Now, the mayor was going to be here today. Unfortunately, he's not able to make it because he has barricaded himself in his office because he's not giving up the city this year. So he's not able to come out right now and hand off the key to the city, which will make our next speaker very, very upset. Next, I would like to introduce the captain of the Ye Mystic crew, Dr. James Von Thron, and he wants to talk a little bit about the fun that they're going to have.
Thank you, and thank you for all you do. On behalf of Ye Mystic crew at Gasparilla and Event Fest, we're proud to introduce again, Responsibility Matters, Respect is the Key. This program was developed with most of the heavy lifting done by the Tampa Police Department and the support of our friends at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Anheuser-Busch and Pepin Distributing. This program was developed to aggressively address irresponsible behavior and implement recommendations to improve the Gasparilla experience, not just for those at the parade and in the parade, but also for those that live in the neighborhoods that are impacted by this wonderful event that our community puts on. The initiative was developed to encourage responsible behavior, not only at Gasparilla, but also throughout the year, and it's been very effective. So with the help of some of our sponsors, Seminole Hard Rock Cafe, Gina Morales, there, Pepin Distributing. Unfortunately, Bill Giesking was unable to be with us today, but they were very instrumental in this program. Clear Channel Radio, the Tampa Police Department, the Tampa Alcohol Coalition, Alan Snelling, Marketing and Public Relations for Hillsborough Community College, Ashley Carl, and then our schools that are here to help us. The Hillsborough County Schools, led by Superintendent Mary Ellen Ilya, the Tampa Area Independent Schools. Today we have Joe Fenlon. He's also the head coach at Tampa Prep, and he has almost 670 wins, which is pretty impressive. The Tampa Area Colleges and Universities, led by Gina Firth, the Assistant Dean of Student Affairs at the University of Tampa. So with the help of all these sponsors, this award-winning program was developed and continues annually. Again, on behalf of YMKG and Event Fest, we salute Responsibility Matters, Respect is the Key, and by the way, that portion about the key does not apply to the mayor. Thank you.
All right, and next up, we have our wonderful partner from the Hillsborough County school system. We work so closely on a variety of levels, and I tell you, it's a wonderful friendship and working relationship to not only educate the kids in Hillsborough County, but to keep our schools safe. So my hat's off to Mariel and Elia, and we thank you for everything you do, and if you could say a few words.
Thank you so much. So in the school district, I think it's clear, I hope it is to everyone, that we really believe that we all have a responsibility to do everything we can to keep our students safe. I'm really happy to team up with Mayor Buckhorn and Chief Castor to get the message out to the entire community, including our students. And I can say especially our students. Just a few moments ago, the mayor and I recorded a phone message that will be sent out to all of our senior high school students. We're arranging for the Tampa Police Department that you heard Chief Castor indicate the number of schools that have already been visited. That makes a huge difference for our students. They take it very seriously, and that's exactly what we need to have happen, that in fact we need to be responsible as community members. The message is simple: have fun, be safe, and be responsible. We've done this now for 3 or 4 years. We have seen clearly that by a focus on safety and being respectful and responsible, our students respond. So thank you to all of you who are here today, and especially Mr. Crew and Chief Castor and the mayor for knowing and understanding that we have to work with our students to understand what responsible behavior is. They will, in fact, rise to the occasion. We're very pleased with the work that's been done, and we want our students to have a great time at this parade, but do it in a responsible manner. Thank you.
Does anybody have any questions?
Can you talk more about the cameras? Are those the ones, the portable ones from the
Mhm.
RNC?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, those we'll be using, and then the elevated cameras, we borrowed one from the Seminole Police, and Pinellas County Sheriff's Office loaned us both of those.
What kinds of things are they looking for?
They're looking for, suspicious packages, any type of unusual behavior, any disorderly conduct, those types of things.
Can you elaborate a little bit more on how you're asking the public to help out in terms of saving anything?
Well, we're asking the public to help out, first and foremost, to be responsible in their behavior. Everybody wants to have a good time. But also, if they see anything suspicious, anything unusual, to be the eyes and ears of law enforcement. And don't just try to reason it away. Oh, it can't really be anything. Get with a police officer and let them know. It's another thing that we're going to do. Let us check it out. If it turns out to be nothing, that's fine, but you don't want to walk past something that could turn into a problem and you didn't bother to notify law enforcement. Another element of our enhanced security this year, we have tried this at some of the stadium events, and it's worked out very, very well. All of our officers will have on their traffic vests, those lovely bright yellow stylish traffic vests. So they'll be much easier to spot for the general public out in the neighborhoods. So we just ask that if the public sees something that seems unusual, if it seems unusual to you, notify a police officer and let us check it out.
So you do anticipate basically getting more?
Yeah, we do. We do believe that we will. We have asked the community to respond in our crime fight for the last decade, and they have responded overwhelmingly, and we expect that to occur here too. For the community to take responsibility for making this a safe event, and seeing something unusual, let us check it out.
Your smartphones and your app?
Right. You can download the app on the iPhones, the Droids. It's the Tampa Police app. Very easy to do, very easy to use. I can even use it, so that tells you how simple it is.
Are we talking about more officers on foot at the parade as well?
Now, we will have more officers out there, but not a dramatic increase. About 40 more officers in these particular teams that will be moving around, looking for suspicious behavior and addressing any of those complaints that come up from the community.
And the K-9 sweep, that's new, that's something you guys haven't done before?
That is, to my understanding, that is new. We'll have somebody sweeping all of the floats as they come into the staging area, and the staging area is always secured.
You guys are looking for some suspicious items?
Right.
Yeah.
Anything. Just in an overabundance of caution. We have no information, no intelligence of any threats or any issues that may mar the parade, other than the weather. All right, any more questions? A lot. There are, how many, Daryl, how many floats are there? 90? 140 units. My goodness. They only told me about 90. Yeah, it's a lot, but we'll handle it. We'll manage it. No, nothing affects the parade start time. You know, that's always dependent on the weather, but you know, in the past, I'm not sure about the children's parade, but for the day parade, the estimates are usually around 300,000. It can go up or down depending on the weather. So, and those are just the officers working. No, I'm just kidding.
And this will be done for both parades, correct?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
The skyboxes, all that, or?
Yes. And anybody else? All right. I think the only potential threat we have is that the weather. You know, it's supposed to be very, very cold, so the Pirates' booty may freeze. But other than that, I think we're going to have a great time on Saturday. Thank you all. Thank you again to our partners. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks.